hold on. Like, hold on. I'm Nereida. I'm 25. I'm a model. I'm a creative.
Where you at?
We getting tatted. We at Michi crib. We getting tatted.
Where you at mentally?
Mentally, where I'm at. Mentally, I'm in limbo, I think. I feel like I'm in a space right now where I'm like in the middle of finding myself. Yeah, I think that's the best way to describe it. Like reinventing me, finding the girl who just didn't give a fuck about nothing. Yeah. I feel like for a long time between working jobs and then also trying to be a creative, I feel like in a workspace, people hate when you have a life outside of work. I don't know what it is about them corporate jobs, but they hate when your life's not corporate. So I feel like for a long time, I dealt with like imposter syndrome, and now it's just me just fully being me without worrying about any outside noise, without worrying about people talking about me, and just being a girl who just didn't care about nothing.
Do you think people underestimate how much work goes into being an influencer?
I think I think so, yeah. I feel like people kind of just take it as like, oh, these people just prop up a video and like just press record. But I feel like people don't really realize the amount of work it takes to create art. Cause it's not just a means of like, propping that phone up and making videos. Some people are telling a story. Some people are making movies. You get what I'm saying? Like they're taking their reality and making it into art. And people also don't understand the mental load to like it take a lot for somebody to post something for people to essentially give their feedback on. Like social media is full of unsolicited advice, unsolicited opinions. So when you put your stuff out there, it comes with a mental load. Like
Do you feel like you're documenting your life or constructing it?
I feel like it's a little bit of both. I think that social media is not necessarily like a real place. Like I could post a Tesla. That don't mean it's my Tesla. You get what I'm saying? Like I feel like you could construct your reality, but also like for me it'd be like a mix of like romanticizing my life, not necessarily creating like a fake one, but it could be a mix of both. But it's people out there that's, making their own reality, and it's people out there that's just living in it. So it just depends on how you look at it and how you put your life out there.
When you're creating, are you thinking more about self-expression or audience reception?
I think when I'm creating, it's more about self-expression. I feel like I've gone through a lot of different phases in my like just in my content and in my life for sure, but it shows in my content. Like I had a phase where I was just posting like straight fitness, and at that time I was just rediscovering myself through fitness and feeling good and trying new things in the gym. I had a phase where I was posting a lot of fashion. I had a phase where I was posting a lot about my relationship. And I feel like those are just all reflective of the points in time in my life where I was rediscovering myself through those eras. So it'll be a mix.
And how do you know when something belongs on your page versus your private life?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a great question. When people look at my page, they can tell you what I do, like in terms of like, oh, this girl is into fitness, this girl is like into fashion, this girl, but they can't necessarily tell you like, I know what this girl goes through because I don't post like my business per se. People know I have a boyfriend, but they don't know, my relationship. People know I go to the gym, but they don't know,
What gym you go to?
they don't know what gym I go now. But they don't know what necessarily like inspired me to go to the gym. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of like a mix of like, y'all don't know what times I went through that made me get in the motherfucking gym, okay? Y'all don't know what it took to get to these places in my life. So it's kind of like y'all see the self-expression of me doing these things and going through these processes, but y'all don't know what necessarily took me there.
What's something about social media success that isn't as glamorous as it looks?
I feel like people see people online with like a lot of followers and a lot of clout, and they kind of have this like preconceived idea of them. So like whether it's like, oh, this person must have a lot of money, or like, oh, this person must be like really, really popular, or they look at somebody and like, oh, this person might be a bitch. Like it's just, what you see is not always what you get.
How does that look when you meet new people that haven't seen you on social media and then all of a sudden they look at your Instagram? Do they treat you differently?
You know? Yeah. Yeah, I think that comes with like a stigma of like, oh my gosh, like, wow, I didn't know you was famous. And it's like, nah, like, chill. Like, I'm a little known, but like, don't switch up now. So yeah, exactly. Like, I'm a human. Just be cool, be normal, act like you've been here before. I don't know.
Where are you from?
I'm from the Bronx.
Born and raised?
Yes, the South Bronx.
The way she said,
Born and raised.
I don't know. Yeah, I didn't know.
Where's your family from? Also the Bronx?
My mom from the Bronx. My dad is from Puerto Rico. Isabela, Boricua, BG. Hello.
Mad Bunny better catch that.
Hello.
Do you think that the way you were raised, especially being from the Bronx and growing up how you did, does that influence how you treat people as an influencer?
Yeah, I think for me, one of the most difficult things about influencing is like, I hate faking the funk. I'm sorry, like I hate it. Like in this industry, like people would tell you like, nah, it's fake. It's really fake. People like social climbing, like it's just another word for like, using each other to like, get to where you want to be. Like I don't know. Something about that to me just feels wrong. So I think for me growing up, my dad and my mom like just always established like, you don't need to use nobody to get to where you want to be, or like, you got to treat people with kindness and just always respect others. But I feel like, I don't know, there's a lack of that in the industry of like, when people networking and things like that. So yeah.
It's a lack of like humaneness.
Exactly.
It's real.
Everybody just see you as like an opportunity or like,
Yeah. Have you made any real friends post influencer?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Are these other influencers or no?
Yes and no. Yeah, yes and no. I've made some like real friendships in and out. More out than in, but yeah.
Are you still friends with people from your childhood?
Yes. I love my childhood friends, like love them down.
How did you keep those relationships while you're going socially?
I think a part of me just loves like being off the grid. So for me, it just works out because I enjoy quality time with my friends, and I enjoy spending time with my friends. So it's kind of like, it's a win-win for me. Like, okay, I don't like being performative. So for me, just hanging out is normal. It's just normal.
What's been the hardest adjustment as your audience has grown?
I think as your audience grows, you start to care what people think more. I think you start to, try to look at yourself from other people's eyes and other people's lenses, and you kind of overthink when it comes to like your content and making art. I also think as your audience grows, it's kind of like this subconscious of like, oh, what can I do to kind of like grow with the times? You get what I'm saying? Like social media changes, trends change, what's popular changes. It's kind of like you kind of think about those things as time goes on so that you don't like become like a memory, like, oh, I remember this girl used to do this. But yeah.
How do brand partnerships change the way you experience your own life?
I think brand partnerships are really curated. Like, it's not what people think it is. I feel like some brands will reach out to you and be like, you have full creative control of X, Y, and Z, but like a lot of it really do be scripted. Like it be like a full blown script. You have to say X, Y, Z. You have to put this in the like. It's just it really changes your perspective on like when you see a ad for something and then you're like, oh wait, are you saying this or are you being paid to say this? Like it made me look at everything different. I was like, I don't know.
Have you ever turned down one because you was like, I'm dead not saying that?
Bro, yes. No, I definitely have. Like, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of these AI company ads that you be seeing, like, no, they really be trying to reach out to people. Like, no, I've turned down a lot of like AI. Like, bro, it's weird stuff. I don't know. Like, mm-mm.
What's the emotional difference between being admired and being known? Because they both feel good.
Do they though? I feel like we know a lot of people for things that aren't that great. Like you could be known like, oh yeah, I know this person, but like,
Wait.
I don't know. I know a lot of people that aren't that great. So I feel like it's just the like, okay, what are you known for? You know, like what really, what are you known for? I don't know. I feel like that's enough said.
Do you think attractiveness plays a bigger role in influencer success than people admit?
Yeah. It's a lot of people that's famous for nothing. Just because they, I mean, that's the truth. Like, beautiful people. But, like, you know, I think that we try to downplay it, but, like, social media, like I said before, social media is like a fake place, but it's ran by real people, real emotions. Like, when you see people going on social media rants, they're really feeling those emotions. When you see people post them long ass statuses, that's fueled by real emotions. Like people be typing think pieces in the comments, that's fueled by real people, real emotions. Like this is act like you know. The same way people treat you differently based on how attractive you are in real life, they treat you the same way on social media. So yeah.
Have you ever felt judged for what you do?
Yeah. Yeah, low key. Like I said before, I was working, like I've worked in corporate. People treat you differently. They'll, try to make you feel like an outsider because you have things going on outside of a company that you don't want to sell your soul to. Like they treat you differently. But I don't know. It's kind of like it never got to me per se, but I think when when you switch between environments so much, at some point subconsciously you kind of like start to internalize certain things. So we work through it.
How do you feel about influencing being a real job outside of typical jobs?
Rightfully so. Fuck yeah. I think it's cool that we've adapted to a time where you don't have to work 50 hours a week to do, to make money, to live and sustain yourself. I think that's fire. I think that people look at it sideways because we've been conditioned to feel like you gotta work 9 to 5. You have to give your time in exchange for this amount of money. Like our time is worth so much more, and we should continue to see it like that. I don't think we should make people feel no way about doing what they enjoy. A message I want to leave for the people: do what you want. That's it. Do what you want and enjoy it. Where you at?